Good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday, the 9th or the 10th of June, 10th of June or so, I think, Monday. This weekend past, I couldn't really post videos. I was busy with other things other than the pigeons, and we had a problem with our electricity, and we couldn't charge any cameras or phones. Long story short, and to the fact that ek was nie regtig lus nie, because the pigeons performed underwhelming, to say the least. But we did make 4 places on the sheet on each side of the races, which is more than we've done before. But it's about, I think it was 22nd, 25th, 24th, 26th, somewhere there. So nothing to write home about. So situation report at the moment. Good news is that we did get all the birds home. So we didn't lose any. But there was a few worrying signs. The loft was a bit quiet. They were a bit sluggish. And something was off. And it was evident with the result as well. But I must say today, this afternoon when I come home, as you can see now, they just finished eating. They're looking much more shiny and awake and alive, and they're making a bit more noise. I hope it's the coccidia treatment that's kicked in now, and those who had it now kicked it and left it behind, I hope. My good friend Bruce also gave me some advice to treat coccidia, and it really seemed to have done a bit of a difference. So I had a dismal Sunday afternoon and quite miserable and negative on that. And I said to the son, this week I'm not going to make a video. I'm not even going to clean the loft. I'm just gutful. But then again, I thought about 2 things. Number one, that's not how winning is done. You must keep on going regardless. And the second thing is, that will not teach my son the right lessons in life if his father just gives up after 3 weeks. So I pulled myself up by the bootstraps, got into the loft with a scraper. So I scraped the whole loft, cleaned them out, gave them a bath yesterday, and we did what we could for them, and here we are again, trying again. So the plan is, it's a real pain in the backside that I cannot toss the birds at all, at any significant kind of distance. I only have the 27 kilometers through the air as the crow flies that I can take them to my workplace. So I've decided that, okay, so today is Monday, so I let them be, rest a bit. And then as of tomorrow up until Thursday, the same day as basketing, I will take them to work every day. Because I've reckoned if I do them 30 kilometers a day, for 4 days, at least they've got 120 kilometers on the wing. I don't know if that's quite the same as tossing them once at 120 kilometers, but at least they'll have some form of exercise. So they're looking a little bit better this week, I think. Some of the other guys that just had amazing results. We had an easterly wind blowing, and it was quite nice. I stood on the top of the roof of my house, and I could see actually all the pigeons, the little packs, come through over my head. And it was nice, but also not so nice to see the other guys' pigeons come through and not one breaking away from me. So at the end, we're still about 14 to 15 minutes off the pace, which is a lot. When I say off the pace of the Union winner. I'm not the worst off in the Union by any stretch of the imagination, but we can't worry about the guys below us. We can only worry about the guys above us. And much respect to this week, the Painters. They won the young birds. Gary Foss, who also bred a gold medal winner last year, he got first on the Open. And then on the PSWU side, we on the sprints, GJT Lofts, which is also famous for their kaasboere. They won the PSW sprints, and Ignis Fire won both the old and young bird races from Lake Suur towards the Northern Cape, where they liberated. But so that's the situation that we are in at the moment. Yeah, not much to report really. There is the pigeons, they look okay. So tomorrow morning I'll go off for a little bit of a toss to work. Luckily now there's so few left. There's only one basket. I pop them in my boot of my car and I go. And there off they go. So that's one nice thing of having less pigeons. But I must say they look like they're shining a bit more now. Maybe I'm just verbeelding myself, imagining stuff. But if you look at, the cocks and the hens are driving, and it just, I don't know, it seems a little, let me put it this way, it seems like the energy is a bit better. But let me go take you to an unfortunate situation. Please don't mind the washing. The wife couldn't finish the washing this weekend due to the electricity problem. And but anyway, let me show you a bit of a very sad situation. The group of young pigeons that I acquired, I actually want to cry when I say this. There are only these few blokes left out of all of them, and they're not all very well. Although these ones, they look a hell of a lot better than their siblings. That one over there is not well, and that one over there is not well. That one over there, the red one, is not too well. I've lost a few. I actually had to eliminate 11 of the 25 because I don't know what illness got into them, what happened. Here are all the rings. Here are the rings of the ones I had to take out. They just suddenly got thin, and they lost weight, and they got lam in die gat, and then they will just die or look like they want to die. So I just took them out. And I must say, it can't be any bacterial infection, because I've had them on amoxicillin, I've had them on doxybiotic, I had them on coliprim, you name it, I've been on it all. So the only thing that I'm thinking that it might be is some kind of viral infection. I'm thinking adenovirus might be the culprit. I was thinking circovirus at one stage, but I was told by many others that there hasn't really been a confirmed case of circovirus in the country yet. But you never know with my bloody damn bad luck. But I did try. Really, I'm trying. I'm keeping the loft clean. It's when things like this, look at those two. Those two are also on their way to climbing the stairway to heaven, it seems to me. And it's bloody that one too. So it's bloody sad when things like this happen. I mean, what did I do wrong? I can't. One good thing, I guess, is that it's still early and I can re-ring those pigeons. And but I was really having so much hope for these. They were bred by someone else. This particular fancier also told me that he had this problem now recently in his loft, and he had even deaths of young birds, and even in his loft, so some kind of young bird disease that they came with. The other ones around them seems to be okay, but I guess these things happen, eh? What can we do? So it's a bit of a dismal situation. So I'm keeping them very far away from the races. Their droppings is a little bit loose. Well, I'm scraping the loft, so you can't really see much, but it's like, if I can see a fresh dropping, I'll show you. There. So it's not really that wet as such, and on the floor, okay, the sand dries out the droppings, you can't really see. But it's one of those bloody mysterious things. I don't know. My gut says, I said, Dino, if any of you can spot something that I'm not spotting, please let me know. Red Grizzle not feeling okay. White Grizzle not feeling okay. And then this guy down here, he's not feeling okay. And the wattle is not completely white. I don't know what is going on here. And they've been on all manner. I've treated for canker. I've treated for paratyphoid with amoxicillin. I've treated for coccidiosis. I've treated for doxycycline, which is also treated with coliprim, which is a general. So they had so many antibiotics now that I don't think there is an antibiotic they didn't have. Maybe that's the mistake. Maybe I'm over medicating these things. I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, if you haven't noticed by now that I've got no clue what I'm doing, you won't. But so currently the only thing I'm doing now, they've got MediMune on their food, milk and vinegar and the water. It's the only thing that's left to do. So it's a dismal and a sad situation. But I'm over it. Like I said, I was quite depressed this weekend. That's why I didn't post any video. But hey guys, listen, it's the story of the backyard fancier. And I had a nice phone call this afternoon by Mani. He's one of my subscribers and he contacted me on WhatsApp and he phoned me. I really appreciate it. And he put me in contact with a very good fancier there in the Eastern Cape, where I should contact him, and I'm gonna touch base and get a few inputs and insights. A great champion there. So and it's a lot of people, Bruce and so many of the people that watches my videos is giving me hulle praat my moed in, and it's really a humbling experience. I really thought people would be laughing their asses off at me, but I've had so much support really, and everyone telling me keep in there and hang in there, and that's what I'm gonna do until the very end, and we'll see. And I told a mate of mine today as well, it's as I look at the breeders in the sections, and I've got the Skerelkop pair that came, actually one of the few that came very well for me. It's now an eggs, decided to lay eggs on the floor, which is fine. So, the breeders actually, they're looking okay. Nevertheless, so we're going to be in touch with those champions and the guys, and everyone's been talking me. They gave me some hope and strength, and telling me to keep it up and so forth. So I just want to thank everyone for supporting me and joining me on the journey. I just want to close these boxes for the feed in, because now they finished eating for the night, and I close these up for the mice, because sometimes I think I do too much of this kind of thing. Maybe oordoen ek dit dinge baie keer, ek weet nie. Maybe that's my problem. But as I was saying, thank you for all the support and all the well wishes. And that's it. That's all from mine. I mean, I've just been 15 minutes of talking kakas here, because I don't have much else to say. Other than we are trying. So currently treatment in the water. I've treated now again for coccidiosis, because I feel like that it hasn't cleared up, and it seems to have really been the problem, as been advised to me by Bruce. Coccidiosis and canker, cocci and kanker. So that's what I'm doing now, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we'll see how they look. But they're looking a little bit better. And hopefully this week we won't have any electricity problems. And we will make another video. And from me, H3 Lofts, that's me, Henry, over and out. Thank you. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Please send a comment. And if any one of you know what the hell's wrong with these young pigeons, what it can be, any kind of advice, I will really appreciate it. Over and out. Thanks, guys.